Bedazzled Jazzle? What was I even trying to say? Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I'm doing pretty alright myself. Today I'm going to be unboxing this here Deck of Scarlet palette. This is for the month of January and February. For those of you who do not know, Deck of Scarlet is a bi-monthly palette subscription service. So like every 2 months you're going to get a palette with a full face of makeup in it. So it's going to come with I think 3 eyeshadows, 2 face products, 2 lip products, and then like another thing. And this month that other thing is an eyeliner. The subscription is a $30 subscription, or just under $30. It's like $29.95. But the appeal of this is supposed to be that it is the same price as like one high-end makeup item, like a Becca highlighter from Sephora or something like that. But instead of paying $30 for just one item, you're getting your full face of makeup. Now, let's go ahead and break into this little box here. I do like how it's packaged. For some reason, it seems like very like almost secretive or something because it comes in this black box, and when you open it up there's some cards inside, but it also comes with this little like envelope which is sealed up, and this looks very like the game of Clue to me for some reason, I don't know. This subscription service is curated every single month by somebody different, so this month's artist-in-chief is Nakia Joy, and I don't really know too much about her channel, but there she is right there. She's got some real pretty hair. But this promises to be a day to night palette that is very blendable and pigmented and all sorts of stuff. Alrighty, so okay, stay in there. So this is how the palette will come every single month. It is very, very nicely packaged and I really like that. So we have our little eyeliner over here, which doesn't like to stay. Come here, eyeliner. So we have our little liquid eyeliner over here, which does not like to stay in its little spot. And then we have the palette itself, and I do really like the packaging of these as well. They're very like artsy looking. So the front cover here, as you guys can see, is a super cool like half image of a lady, but like half almost like a paint by number thing. I don't know, it's pretty cool. And then when you slide out the outside packaging, you have the same image only on black, but I think it's really, really cool. And then when you open it up, there are 2 little doors, which I also like because we have our creamy products down here and then our powder products, so you can like section them off so they don't contaminate each other. And it also does come with a mirror, which is nice. So inside here we have our 2 face items, we have 2 lip products, and then we have 3 eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys some quick swatches, and then we'll try everything on the face. Alrighty guys, so that was everything swatched, and I think there are some really pretty colors in here. I think this lip color is beautiful. I am a little bit nervous about Stellar over here, which I'm guessing is supposed to be the blush, but it's very, very deep and kind of purpley, something I wouldn't typically go for, but we're gonna try it out today anyway. And then just from the swatches, a couple of the eyeshadows I did like. I think I'm going to enjoy this space color here, which is a very interesting like deep gray. So let's just go ahead and get into the try on portion. I'm currently not wearing any makeup, as you can probably tell from my very apparent breakouts all over the side of my face. So I am going to be doing my entire face today. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Let me retrieve all my stuff from the floor that I've already dropped. Alrighty, for my primer, I'm going to be using this Becca Backlight Priming Filter. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 1.0, and I'm going to throw in some of these little Cover FX drops into it just because why not? Alrighty, now that that is all done, I'm going to try to attempt to find setting powder somewhere and set my face really quickly, if I'm able to find it in this lovely mess I've created. Alright, setting powder is the Sacha Buttercup setting. Uh-oh. Well, as always, it appears I have made a gigantic mess, so, you know, nothing new here. I just spilled this setting powder literally everywhere. That's okay, that's alright. We're just gonna gently brush that back into its little container. My entire tabletop is now covered in a fine dusting of yellow powder, but that's okie dokie. As I was saying, this is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I'm going to quickly bronze up the face, and then I'm going to move into the palette. Alright guys, I guess the very first thing I'm going to use out of this palette is the blush, and I have to say I'm a little bit nervous just because it's not my typical blush shade at all. So I'm just going to put a little bit here on my Kat Von D brush and tap it on to the cheek just as I would any other blush color. You know, it's honestly not coming off as strange as I thought it would. It's definitely a deep toned blush, but it's not like a bruise on your cheek, which is what I was kind of expecting it to look like. Here it is on this cheek, and this cheek has none on it. It's not too bad. I am honestly actually kind of liking this blush. I'm very, very surprised. Let's go ahead and move on to the highlight in this palette, which is Stardust right here. I'm going to go ahead and take my standard everyday Luxie tapered highlighting brush and apply this to my cheeks. And I just absolutely love when I have a pimple like right where I apply highlighter, because it just catches it so nicely and it really emphasizes the lovely little round dot on my face. It looks like I've stuck a bedazzled jazzle. Bedazzled jazzle? What was I even trying to say? Anyway, like a little like bejeweled rhinestone on my face, because it just really just captures the light so well. Alrighty, applying this highlight is definitely a super duper subtle highlight. It does catch the light. I'm kind of seeing it on like the camera lens thingy and in my mirror that it is catching the light. It's just not, you know, in your face. I'm gonna give my brush a little spritz of this Cover FX setting spray, and I'm gonna see if that makes it any brighter. Alright, I think dampening the brush slightly does give it a little bit more of a glowy effect. Alrighty guys, eyebrows are done and they're looking a little uneven, but that is okay. I'm completely convinced that one of my eyebrows is like higher than the other just naturally, so I have to like fill in the bottom portion so it doesn't look like I'm constantly like, hello. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into the eyeshadows now and see what I come up with. I really am not sure yet. It's a little bit of an interesting selection. We have kind of this dusty goldeny yellow next to this kind of grayish brown, and then we have this more like gray, deep toned, a little bit shimmery eyeshadow here at the end. So it's very, like I said, interesting selection. I'm not 100% sure what direction I'm gonna go with it yet, but let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna use my Kat Von D palette for a little bit of base, since there is no like creamy light eye base in this, and I'm just gonna slap that on with my finger real quick, and then I think I'm gonna take space and just kind of fluff that into the crease and up a little bit. As I'm kind of dipping in, there is a little bit of kick up coming off the shadow. This definitely isn't like super duper pigmented, and I am getting like a little bit of patchiness over here. I'll try to blend that out. Then I'm gonna take Gravity here on a smaller brush and smoke out that outer corner. Definitely seeing some fallout here on my cheek. I'm going to switch brushes and use more of like a shader brush to pack on that color. Alrighty, I guess I'm going to use Aurora here just on my finger to lighten up the center of the eye. I'm going to try this with a dampened packing brush to see if I can get a little bit more color out of this. Okay. That helps a little bit. I'm definitely getting a little bit more of that like golden glow from it. I think I'm going to go into Stellar down here, which is the blush shade, and I'm going to put that into the eye look as well to try to warm up those gray tones a little bit. And hopefully it just doesn't end up looking like a bruise after all of this with the yellow, purple, and gray. That's very bruise-like colors. Alrighty, I guess that is all for the eyeshadow. I'm just not 100% sure how I feel about these shadows. I feel like the pigment and the blendability could be a little bit more, plus the color combination is just different. I just don't know, it's just different to me. But I'm gonna go ahead and try on this eyeliner here. This is in the shade Galaxy. These pins are very much like the Kat Von D tattoo liner pins, so they have the little brush applicator and you shake them up. I have to be like 1 centimeter away from my mirror when I put on eyeliner, so I'm gonna get my mirror real close. And this is supposed to glide on very nicely without skipping or anything, so let's go ahead and try. So uneven, it's funny. Alrighty guys, so the liner is on and I went ahead and throw on some mascara as well. The liner did glide on nicely. I will definitely give it that. I do wish it was just a little bit more pigmented, and I don't think it's supposed to be like a deep black, but I wish the gray were still a little bit more pigmented. I did have to go over the line a couple of times to make sure no skin was showing through. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the lips now. So we have 2 different lip shades. We have Astro and we have Venus. Astro is a lot stiffer for some reason than Venus is. This is much more of like a creamy product, whereas this one is a little bit more stiff and almost more like, I don't know. I don't know why there's such a big difference in formulas here, but they are very, very different. I'm gonna go ahead and try on Astro just to see what it looks like on the lips, and then I'll go ahead and put on Venus. I think Venus is what I'm gonna be wearing for like the look itself, because I feel like the eyes are kind of muted and subtle and gray, so I wouldn't want to do like gray eye, gray lip, dark cheek. It might look a little, I don't know, ghostly. So I'm going to use a little lip brush here and dip into Astro and try it on. Ooh, okay, this looks a lot different than I thought it would actually on the lips. Alrighty, so here is Astro on the lips, and I like it a lot more than I thought I would. It has enough of like almost a little bit of a rosy beigeish tone to it to make it not look so like a zombie. I really thought I would just look like I came from the Night of the Living Dead or something with this makeup look today, but it's really not bad. It's a little bit like grungy 90s, the lip look here. All together, it is a little muted and pale, but the color is a lot better than I thought it would be. Alrighty, now I'm going to dip into Venus here and try it on the lips. This formula is a little bit more sticky than the Astro formula. I think I actually like this one better. I didn't think it would be that pigmented because it was so stiff, but this one's a little bit more creamy. Yeah, it's a little bit more patchy. Here is Venus on the lips, and I think I personally like this color a little bit more with this look than Astro. It just doesn't wash me out and make me look as dead as the other one did. However, I'm just not a huge fan of the formula. It might just be me because I'm a messy person. I'm a mess and a half. So it got kind of like all over me and like above where it actually should be. So now I have some lovely pink like mustache stains, which is great. Anyway, this is how the entire look turned out from the Deck of Scarlet edition number 6 from Nakia Joy palette. I definitely have some thoughts about this palette. As you guys probably have guessed, I'm just not a huge fan of the eyeshadows. I have tried one of these palettes before, and again, I didn't really think the eyeshadows were super duper pigmented or super duper blendable, but that's just me. I really wish there was some more like oomph to them. I was surprised by how much I ended up liking the face products, especially that purple blush. Like, I really didn't think that that would go well at all, but I think it turned out okay. The lip products, like I said, I'm just a mess, so having a creamy lip product like that in a palette is definitely going to be messy for me. But I do like the colors. I like kind of this pinky berry here, and I ended up liking that like gray beige shade, which I was not expecting at all. The subscription is a $30 subscription, but there will be a 10% discount code down below. They also have a shop now where you can just buy individual palettes if you want one, but they're definitely a little bit more expensive. They're $44.95, I think, if you just want to buy an individual palette and not sign up for the subscription itself. Anyway, you guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below about this palette and the subscription service. Do you think it's a good deal? Do you like the palettes? Do you like what comes in them? I would love to know all of your thoughts and opinions. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. That would mean the absolute world to me. Plus, don't forget that we do have a giveaway going on right now. It is our monthly giveaway. I'll link that down below in the description for you guys. And other than that, I just hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!